Okay, hi everyone. So, this video, the intro is a bit different. I'm with my club owner, Violet. She would talk, but she doesn't have Discord, so it's all okay. She's just gonna type in chat, so, you know. Here we go. She's gonna choose what horse I'm gonna train today. Okay, so she chose Pepper. I'm gonna let Violet share. Um, I'm gonna let Violet share a scary story first. Okay, so here's Violet's story. So one time I got lost at the fair. I couldn't see my parents and I was yelling for them. At the time, I was probably 7 or so and I was freaked out. And I saw my mom and I ran to her. Then she said, "You are not lost." And I was like, "Yes, I was." Not generally, oh, I can't speak. Generally scary, but for me it was. Whew, I couldn't imagine. I literally couldn't. One time I was like, I don't know, I was like 9. And I was in the gas station with my mom, and I went to go get like sour gummy worms, and I turn around and my mom's not there, and I'm freaking out, right? And I'm like crying, and I'm like yelling her name, and I turn around and she's right there. She's literally just standing there, and she's like, I'm like, "I thought I lost you. Where'd you go?" And she's like, "Oh, I went to go grab an energy drink." And I'm like, "Bruh." So she walked, like, I don't know, we were in like a 7-Eleven. She walked to the other side of the 7-Eleven just to grab an energy drink. So my trainer, she has like a 4-wheeler with a roof. And she like rides around on it, like around the property, and she typically like brings her horses out that way. She'll like hold the horse's lead rope in one hand, and the horses typically aren't scared of the 4-wheeler. Then she'll just bring them out like that because it's more convenient. And well, I'm like running around I'm trotting to the 3rd barrel with my horse Boomer. Yeah, I was riding Boomer at the time. I was bringing him around the 3rd barrel, and right as I walked up to it, my trainer passes with this 4-wheeler, and like she's just like going by with her horse, and Boomer stops, looks at it. He is ready to spook, and I wasn't prepared for it because I was like, oh, you know what? I didn't like think anything of it. And all of a sudden, he's bucking while moving as fast as he possibly can. Like he's trying to gallop while he's bucking. And I didn't know what to do because I've never been bucked. And I've never gone through this situation, so I wasn't prepared. And then he's just bucking me. He ends up bucking me off. And I was trying to hold on to the horn of the saddle. But that didn't work. So I got bucked off. And I went flying backwards, and he kicked me in the crotch, which sent me flying backwards further. And then he was just galloping around the lake. Because there's a lake on the property, and he's just like galloping around. And I'm literally, my trainer's like, "Go get your horse," and I had no clue what to do. Let me tell you, once upon a time, well, like, so when I was in 4th grade, I would take runs every day because I was in a phase where I wanted to be like super healthy. I'm on a run every day, and I brought my dog. I'd literally just go down the street and back to my house. And one time, I'm just, running along, blah blah blah, on my way back down the street, like back to my house. Well, terrifyingly, some dude pulls up, my dog's taking a poo in someone else's yard, and this dude just like pulls up. He pulls up next to me. So I was like, okay, you know what, that's kind of weird, creepy, whatever. And I'm just like blowing it off, and then my dog's still taking a poo. The dude, he's in a big white van, and he's backing up towards me, and I'm confused. So he ends up rolling down his window, and then he looks at me, and then he's smiling, he's pointing to the back of his van, and I'm like, am I about to get kidnapped? And I've always had a fear of getting kidnapped. I don't talk to strangers. When a stranger talks to me, I just politely walk away, or I smile. I don't mess with strangers. Like, I'm just not that person, cause I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified of getting kidnapped. Sometimes I'm scared to go out in the morning and even walk my dog. So I hope that says a lot. And I have never ran so fast in my life. Like, I ran as fast as I possibly could to get back to my house. Like, literally running for my life like I was running the Olympics. I swear I've never been so terrified in my life. Like, never, never. Okay, so here's another one of Violet's stories. Oh, on my first horse riding lesson, the horse stepped on my foot. Luckily, it was fine. I'm just gonna read it as it is. Also, when I feel off my leash horse at a show, so the horse spooked, causing my horse to spook, and the horse that spooked, her rider broke her neck. And the horse that poked her spooked. Her rider broke. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That's actually scary. I was getting a lesson on one of my trainer's horses, and she's an older mare, but like she's really good with kids, and she's like a perfect lesson horse. So, I'm just like on her, about to trot the last barrel, and this mare takes off. Like, I mean, she's cantering really fast. She just takes off. Like, she runs really fast, and there was a lake on the property, so she takes off, like she's bolting, like as if she's spooked. And she's just bolting around the lake, and I'm hanging off the saddle, just bobbing around like I'm a dead fish or something. And I was so scared. And then my trainer's like, stop the horse, grab the reins, do something, like hold on. And then afterwards, like after the situation, everyone's laughing about it. And like, I guess I just laughed too, because I was like, okay, I don't know what just happened, but I'm glad I'm alive. So when I go to the pool, like typically, it's like, I go swimming, and in my grandma's neighborhood, she has a community pool, and for some reason, like, there's the concrete around it, it's very, like, slippery, and then, there's no rule saying that you can't run and jump, but nobody follows the rules over there, so it's like, whatever. And I'm about to jump in the pool, and I, typically do cannonballs or dive. I can't dive. Or like I just do something to make the pool turn into like a wave pool. Or I try to make like the pool make like a big splash, or I'm just chilling, about to like working up some speed to jump into the pool, and I'm like warming up to jump in, and then I'm running really fast, and then I go to do a cannonball at an angle, and I slipped, and I never got to do my cannonball, and then I jumped in the pool, and literally I hurt my ankle really bad. Like, it hurt really bad. And it, like, got out the pool. And my family, I was with my grandparents and my father. And they helped me put ice on my foot. And then we go to my grandma's to shower because we were hanging out at her house. If you've ever had that moment where you like go to a family member's house and then you just like hang out with them and end up showering at their house, that's normal for me, but I don't know if it is for you guys. Anyways, ends up like I'm told to go shower, right? And I'm in so much pain, I'm like having to sit and wash my body. Which, nobody need to hear that, but still, like, I was in a lot of pain. I hurt my foot really bad, and he just, like, said, oh, you rolled your ankle, and I still proceeded to get no help at all, even though I rolled my ankle. So, I'm literally sitting in pain, washing my body. I'm like crying in the shower because it hurts so bad. I don't even remember, like, I washed my body. I did what I had to do. I was just in so much pain. It was kind of like, why did I have to shower? Like, why couldn't I just, change into like clean clothes? I go to my mom's, right? Because my parents are split, whatever. I go to my mom's, and I'm having to bring my bags into her car. My dad's not even helping me, and it was so rude of him because I hurt myself, and I got no help, like dragging. And my mom ended up helping me drag my bags to her car, and then I said goodbye to my dad, and then my mom's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I hurt my foot," and I'm complaining to her. I go, and my mom and my grandmother on my mom's side, they bring me to the hospital. Ends up I have a really heavy, like a really serious sprain, and I could have fractured my foot. And I got crutches and stuff like that, and I couldn't go to school for like a day or two, and then I went back. And everyone thought I was faking it because I ended up walking on my foot because it was hard to get to my classes without my crutches, so I ended up like limping everywhere. And then my mom and my stepdad ended up yelling at me because I could have messed up my foot like big time. And but I was like, forget it. I wanted to, just be tough. I was in PE, and we had like free time during PE, whatever. I'm sitting with my two friends. We're chilling. And we're watching people play volleyball because that's what we typically do in PE, or did in PE. And then next thing I know, I turn my head. There's a volleyball flying at me because some kid decided some jerk decided he was going to dodge the volleyball instead of grabbing it when this other kid chucked it, and it comes flying at my face. Next thing I know, I'm spewing blood all over the floor. And my friend's like, oh snap. And where I have like some of my close friends rushing me to the coaches, and then there's like random girls who just follow me so they could get out of PE. There was like a group of 10 girls who like followed me to the nurse, and I'm like, there was blood all over. There was blood all over the PE floor. I was soaked in it, and I had blood clots there was blood clots everywhere. I ended up getting my mom ended up picking, or no, not my mom, my grandma ended up picking me up, and she took me to the doctors. I didn't have a broken nose, but I have like a serious nosebleed problem, so I was just lucky I wasn't hurt anymore. The kid ended, like 2 days later, ended up like asking me if I was okay, and then he apologized. But you know, it was a scary situation. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.